Hey guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stop by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. And if you're a returning subscriber, as always, welcome back, and I appreciate the support. Guys, listen. On my way back from work today, I was talking to a friend by telephone in Jersey, and we was, talking about the Tyre Nichols funeral and what we got out of it. And we were laughing about a couple of things, and then he posed a question to me. And the question was, do you think Kamala Harris was just talking to be talking? Was it rhetoric what she was saying? Or do you really think she's going to push this Justice Policing Act or the George Floyd law? And I had to really think about it just a little bit and, go back into my mind of what I seen and her talking and stuff. And honestly, I don't know, but if I have to say yes or no, I'm gonna say no. And don't turn off the video, just hear what I gotta say. First, I'm gonna go back. Reason why I say no is this thing has been going over 2 years, right? It's over 2 years they've been talking about this. She's been on various different platforms talking about this is what's needed. She was there and present like the rest of us when supposedly it was a whole bunch of police violence against black men getting shot and killed in the street, among other places. She was there. She's now vice president, right? So that's one thing to keep in mind. I honestly think, because I'm going to go into this law a little bit in this video, and that'll be the deciding factor why I say this also will not happen anytime soon, so don't hold your breath. But I think about at the funeral, she was saying kind words. She was reading off of a piece of paper, but not to discredit her or anything, but she got the crowd hyped. Oh, I'm gonna push. Joe's gonna sign the bill and all of this stuff. I think it was game. I think it's something she said to get everybody hyped up and to give some type of, closure, I guess, or comforting, just a sense of comforting action going to be taking place to Tyre Nichols' family. And, take what you will from it, what her intentions were. But a little bit about this bill that they're trying to pass, or this law. The law is the Justice and Policing Act, otherwise known as the George Floyd Policing Act. Now, what the bill is supposedly going to do is, number one, it bans chokeholds and some no-knock warrants, mainly the main cases they're talking about is drug cases, where the police just run up and just bust in your crib and tear all your stuff up and all this other stuff. This law is supposed to stop that. It's also supposed to stop them from putting you in chokeholds. Other things include police. This is big. Police can be charged for reckless behavior or any act of recklessness, right? So meaning they can get locked up for any kind of discrepancies that they publicly do that are deemed reckless or out of policing protocol. The third thing is, and this is a big one, the officers no longer will be immune from lawsuits. Now, it also says that the families can sue. Now, I'm ignorant, guys, and this is the thing that's crazy. I've been, put in jail mainly over traffic violations. Most of my, not most of, but I mean, at least 3 or 4 times I've been locked up over a weekend, getting pulled over and having a warrant for something dealing with tickets or something like that. And I've been spent time in jail over the weekend or whatever. That last one where it says officers are no longer, no longer immune to being, immune from lawsuits. Honestly, I never knew that. And I'm dead serious. I mean, I'm honest with y'all. I never knew you couldn't sue a police officer. Because, I mean, I ain't been in trouble like that. But it's been times where, I've seen cops just snuff people in the street. And I'm like, yo, I would sue if I was them. That's new to me. And I mean, I got to be dead honest with you. As somebody that's talking about this, that was shocking. I didn't know you could. Because I'm like, you know, oh, they about to get, I'll see somebody on TV, something happened. I'm like, yo, they about to get, they got a lawsuit coming. And I didn't know it was a lot of immunity with that. Also in this bill, it would fund for better police training for police officers. It would put more body cameras on the street. And it would provide important grants to police departments to help implement community policing better practices. So it seems like a good bill. And a lot of people are pushing for it. And it makes sense. But this is my thing of why I think, honestly, this will never come to fruition. And just hear me out. On November, what was it? Somewhere in November this past year, you know, they already said that, you know, the Republicans in the House had passed it, but the Senate still has hang-ups with it. They're waiting on the Senate and all of this other stuff. So that's the hold of the Senate. In November of 2022 that just passed, they had a lady speaking about the situation, and she was like, hey, why is the bill not passed? White lady. And she, you know, she was talking about it, and then she gave the opposing views of what the Senate's saying, the reason why they don't want to pass the bill. I wrote this down. It's a statement. And I want you to listen closely to this. And you tell me if you think this bill will ever get passed with what I say after I read this statement. It says, opposing the bill, like the Senate's opposing the bill, citing the following, and I quote, the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act is a divisive bill being pushed through by the majority without any Republican input. Disguised as accountability, the bill would make communities less safe, hinder law enforcement's ability to do their job, limit the readiness of the law enforcement, and demonize the entire profession for the actions of a few. That's what it's saying. So they're saying basically, in plain English, it's a divisive bill, meaning like it's a bill to be used as a tool against police. That's the first thing. It said it would make the communities less safe, being that it would hinder law enforcement's ability to do their job. So see that right there? That already tell you, by them banning chokeholds and no-knock warrants, that's stopping police from doing their job. So that right there, if you subliminally look at it, it seems like it's the police job to come in there and fuck you up and do whatever they're doing. You know what I mean? At their own discretion. Because it says right here, it makes communities less safe and it hinders law enforcement's ability to do their job. Why does it make the community less safe? Check it out. Because it limits the readiness of law enforcement, meaning cops don't feel like going in there no more. We can't grab them. They talk crazy to us. We can't do something. If they do this, we can't hold them and restrain them. They blowing it all out of proportion. The bill, this bill is divisive. It's divisive. It's used as a tool against the police. See the bullshit? Little ticky-tack stuff. And they can drag this on forever. It demonizes the whole profession. It makes police look bad. Hell, you can't look no worse than you're looking right now. Goddamn. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, they're good cops just like they're bad cops. But I mean, when you wear that same uniform, when you do an infraction in war or something to another country or another social group, all they do is see that you wearing a uniform from a country or, in their case, a police department that you represent in a township. The same shit. So what that says makes no damn difference. That's why you need better funding for training police officers. Hey, you representing something. Now, regardless of what you got, your personal agenda or how you feel about something, you still have a code of honor to represent. It's a no-brainer to pass the law. From what I've seen, you know, and all the stuff I stated, it would help. But see, the thing is this. I think a lot of these people in the Senate that represents these states, because I'm going to tell you something, guys. Reason why I think this bill ain't getting passed is this. Every state got criminals, but a lot of criminals and a lot of people that cut up in these different states act different. Like out here in Houston, people act a certain way with the police. In Florida, they act a certain way with the police. New York, they definitely act a certain part of the police. Jersey, they act a different way with the police. DC, they definitely act a different way with the police. So that's what they're trying to say. Well, the policing doesn't work with everybody because these different ways people are acting, and it's a bunch of BS. It should be a universal way of policing, to where it's something that, you know, hey, do this and you'll be protected. But the public should know that too, so they know what not to do to really get into any type of situation. And it's not that hard. The Senate has, I don't know how many members in it, and the House got so many members in it. You can't tell me in one day you can't iron out the differences. Now, I know you got a lot of laws and stuff you're working on, but I think a lot of times these people that make these laws be in there bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? Y'all taking off early for Christmas break and all this other shit like it's school, and it's like real work that needs to be done. This should have been worked out. The kinks of this should have been worked out long before this shit here happened. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't understand. Another thing, and I want y'all to pay attention to this. You know, do you know how much money is in locking people up? How much money is in jailing people, in prisons? How much money they make just holding you and detaining you for a weekend? I remember when I was locked up one time, they told me, they said, they hold you here for the long run, and it ain't got nothing to do with your civil rights. It's because they're getting paid to detain you. I think they said like the national average, a prison or a jail gets paid is $30,000 to $50,000 per inmate per year. I said, that's why they be dragging these cases, and all these people just be sitting here every day. The money, the dollars just rolling, just like like you see on YouTube. Some of these YouTubers had those subscriber live counts, and you see the money doing that. All over America is doing that. And you know, you locked up, you sitting there, and money just counting up. So being incarcerated, honestly, is making somebody else rich. And you know, whether you think you don't have worth or not, out here, in there, in so many ways, they're going to show you got worth. But you might not see it. You'll never know how it is being locked up, and somebody tell me I'm lying until you up in there and you see it. You start feeling stupid, like, damn, somebody making money off me right now. I'm sitting here and they make you pay for everything, and it's a mess. But listen, guys, honestly, I think Kamala was just talking. You know what I mean? You can take it, you know, what she said or anything, you know, everybody got their own opinions about it. Honestly, me, I think she was just talking just because the situation was fitting for it. And honestly, not to be negative, because I wish the bill would pass, but I mean, in the world of reality that we live in, I think they'll drag this until nobody remembers it or stops, and it'll go away. But I mean, this right here is something that is needed, I think. Are all cops bad? No. But something has to change, man. Because I mean, what we just witnessed last week was horrific. But guys, man, leave me a comment, man. Tell me what y'all think. You think the bill gonna be passed with what I read? I mean, if you looked up the bill and there's anything that I missed, let me know. Because I'm gonna tell you something. You guys right here, man, are good at letting me know about things. Like some of the times, if like you guys suggest content to me or things, you know, I can't see everything. I still work. I have a job too. So if you guys got content, keep it coming, man. Because I mean, you guys got some good content, and you know, you guys are waking me up to things I've never seen that I feel as though I want to talk about. But like I said, man, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about this bill. You think it's gonna pass or not? As always, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Take care.